Today I'm going to show you how to make a divider for your pickup truck. Most pickup trucks have this right here, this section. This is where a board goes down where you can fit a divider. This is a 2-inch width on the Dodge Ram. You got one here, you got one here, you have one on top of the wheel well on both sides. Okay? So today I'm going to show you how to make a simple one that just goes right here. Which I'm going to put here anyway. So you can hold your groceries in the back if you got a loaded cab in the front. Okay? That's what it looks like now without the divider in place. You're going to want to go to Home Depot, Lowe's, any of your big box stores. And you're going to want to get a 2 by 6 inch or 2 by 10 or 2 by 12, whatever you want. I got the 2 by 10 inch, which should come up to about right here, so nothing could go over. Okay? First thing you want to do is make a template out of cardboard. Okay? Get a sturdy cardboard. You don't want to cut a scrap out because if you see here, if you look here, it's not 90-degree bend. You got that sweep into it right there. Okay? So you're gonna get your cardboard. You're gonna measure this angle right here, and you're gonna cut it out so it fits snug. First thing you're gonna want to do is get a solid square, rectangle, whatever you want. You're gonna put it here, and you're slowly gonna start cutting this shape right here. It's not gonna be perfect at first until you get it in there. It's almost like a circle, semicircle. Start like so, and then you're gonna keep edging until you get a perfect fit. You want it flush. You want it flush to this and flush to the bottom. So as you can see, I got a little more to go right there. Just notch it out a little at a time until you get the exact fit you want. And remember, you have a rib right here, so that's not going to let you get down flush into it. So if you want, cut a notch out for the rib itself. Fold it out the way. You can see over here I have a slight gap on the bottom and it's pulling away from the top. So you want it like this. So you're going to work on this corner right here until you get it nice and smooth in there. So as you can see here, I got it square on this side, on the side, and on the bottom it still has a slight gap, but that's going to be there because you have ribs going all the way across the back. So there's no way, unless you notch each rib to make this exact tight, there's no way it's going to be flush on this corner right here. So act like this is the piece of wood. Like I said, flush over here, rounded on the bottom, and that's what we're going to go for. Now you're going to transfer this to your 2 by 8, 2 by 10, or 2 by 12. Next thing you want to do is measure from this rib, this cutout right here, to the opposite side cutout on the widest you can go. So not in the bottom, to the widest. And on this Ram, it's 67. So I'm gonna go 66 and a half, and that's when I'm gonna make my cut, and I'm gonna make that bevel. Okay? I went to Home Depot, picked up this 2 by 10. As you can see, weather treated. You know it's weather treated when it says on here, ground control. Okay? Means you can be sitting in the ground outside and nothing is not going to rot out. Okay? You're going to take your template that you cut. You're going to find a good piece of wood. Most wood has knots in it. I'm going to try to stay away from this knot. This is a deep one. This one, it's not that bad. Other side is clean. When you go to Home Depot, you're going to look for the straightest piece of wood you can find. No bows in it. Going this way is perfectly straight. Perfectly straight. It's not warped and it doesn't have no wave in it. Okay? Take your template that you just made. You're going to put it like so on the piece of wood. You're going to take a Sharpie, trace this outline right here. Okay? That's the sweep you're going to want inside of it. Okay? This is what it looks like after I outlined it. And this is where you're gonna come in with your jigsaw, your router if you have a router, or whatever you have to make this cut, like so, okay? You gotta make sure you're perfectly straight, top and bottom, like so. See? And there's your outline. You're gonna come across from your side that you measured, come across to whatever your bed width is. Like I said, mine is 67. I'm going 66 and a half. You're gonna take your speed square. So you make sure your lines are straight. You're lining up flush like this. You're gonna measure 66 and a half, which would be like so. Draw your straight up line. There's your 66 and a half line. You're gonna take your template that you made and flip it over now. So you have that same bow in the bottom, like so. You're gonna line it up with this square in the bottom, like so. You're gonna trace your arc, okay? This is what you end up with, your arc here, arc over here. Next thing you're gonna do, notch this one out with your jigsaw, which is pretty easy to use. You're gonna do that on both sides. Come across, cut this one down, notch out your arch. Okay, you're gonna take your jigsaw, which is just shy of the, right here, but we're gonna make do with it, okay? This ain't rocket science. You're gonna turn it on, you're gonna come at this angle, and you're gonna go outside outline. It's okay if you leave it a little bigger. You can come with a file and file it down till you make it your exact match. So you don't have to be exact precise here.
Keep going around till you get your...
Flip your wood over, cut out this piece too on the back side if you don't have a longer blade like I have here. If you have a circular saw, this job will be easier because you'll make the cut through. Or if you have a sliding saw, which this is not, this is just a 12-inch. So I'm gonna make one cut, flip the board over, cut it from the other side, okay? Since I'm not gonna come through in one pass. Ready? Here we go. There's your first cut, flip it over, come down the same line, cut it again. When you flip it over, you'll make sure you're inside your cut mark, so you have a nice clean cut. Like I said, you're gonna sand this down when you're done anyway, so, ready? There's your cut. Take your jigsaw, cut out your shape. Flip your wood over, do the same cut. Here's what it looks like. It's rough now until I sand it. Bring it to your truck. Test fit it to see how it fits in and where you might have to take off a little more or sand a little more. You're gonna take your wood, slide it into your notches you just cut out for, like so. Both sides, like so. And as you can see, it's firm. If you want, you could take rubber, like a rubber weather stripping. Come around the bottom, on the side I mean, come to the bottom and run it across the whole thing. So as this thing moves, because it has a slight play in it, it doesn't wear out your paint. The rubber will just sit in there and protect the paint, okay? There's your divider. This is what it looks like. Shopping bags and everything will fit there. Okay? And whatever you have that you don't want sliding all around, this would just let it sit in this little cubby right here. Last thing you would want to do is add a piece of rubber to the outline of your divider. I'm going to try using a garage door seal, but it already broke. So you're better off if you can find a piece of straight rubber, just so this protects the inside of the bed from rubbing on the wood, so you don't get no scratches. Take your rubber, line it up on the edge, screw it in with wood screws, like so. You're going to do that the whole way around. Follow my hand. Take your next screw, line it up toward the middle, make sure it's straight, gun them in. Take your next one, come around the lip, make sure it sits flush. You gotta work it around the whole way. Like I said, a piece of rubber will be better than the plastic. Come around in the middle. Okay, you're gonna do that all the way until you're sealed up all the way. This is what it's gonna look like. You're gonna end off over here. Don't worry about it cracked in two spots. Like I said, rubber will be better. When you get to the end, take a hacksaw, cut this smooth. And you're good to go. You're gonna take your divider, line it up with your notches right here. Probably be tighter with the weather stripping. Push it in, and that's it. You got a firm lock on there. On this side, push it down. That's what it looks like, fully done. The plastic will protect the bed and the wood from rubbing. This is solid, no more movement. And that's how you make your own bed divider. This is what it looks like with the door up. This is the gap you get right there. Hope that video helped you. Questions, comments, leave them below. I get back to everybody. Subscribe, give me a thumbs up. It helps out in a major way. Take care, fellas. Peace.